Ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome all of you here to the Valley of the Shadows of God Backup University. It's a lovely evening, lovely morning, lovely day, depending on which part of the world you are. I have noticed that a lot of people these days are joining from all walks of life, from US, from Canada, from Australia, from Africa, from Europe, and from Asia. For those of you who are currently with us, before the others join us, kindly indicate your name and where you connected from. We will use this as a way to welcome everyone. Kindly indicate your name. I see, first of all, Mrs. Enyenam Epiphania Sefenu is right here with us. Isaba Duncan, and I'm sure that is Mrs. Sabina Duncan. It's nice to see you here. Let's remind our friends, our colleagues, our strategic partners, everyone that you know, tell them that we are live. Because I want to give two major announcements today that is going to help us towards the 30th November revolution of the cloud. So kindly put it on the page where you are and tell people. If you are on any other page, just tell them there's something incredible happening live on this link. They should click the YouTube live link and they should join this call. I also want to welcome Jacob Terrier, an incredible person. Foster Soda, it's nice to have you right in the middle of the theater of dreams. Okay, we have Benjamin Chumasi right here, Judith Akosa with us. Okay, you have Akofa, you have Francis Edu, you have Nathaniel Ajete, all of you who are here. Please put it on the page, the major page that you are, and tell the others that we are live and they cannot miss this. I will be presenting this with Mrs. Rita Ofenyako. She is a nursing lecturer, an entrepreneur, a lecturer, a musician, a family woman, a gargantuan gagamamus. Okay, and she will be presenting for us the project side, whilst I present the company side as well as the service side of Gobaka. But there are a lot of things you're going to be experiencing here about the power of data, artificial intelligence, and how you can leverage on your unique inner value, how you can create wealth, not just create it, but also multiply and distribute and transfer it. You will learn all of this. And how you can become part of a huge community of 162 countries. Ladies and gentlemen, the name of the organization is known as God Backup. It is empowering every individual across the world, irrespective of your age, your color, your skin, your ethnicity, your education. Because a lot of people think that you need education of some sort to be able to be part of this project. It is a big lie. You don't need any level of education, and if you have any level of education, it's good, but you don't need it. It's not a prerequisite to be part of this huge global, arena. And you're going to see that we used to have dreams. Ladies and gentlemen, we used to have huge dreams. When we were children, you want to dream to become a pilot, an engineer, a president. We had dreams. But then at some point, we started looking at our salary and looking at the dreams, and we realized that there was a mismatch between the salary and the dream. Now, normally, what do people do? They try to cut down one of them. Either you increase your dream, either you cut down your dream, or you increase your salary. Now, your salary is not in your control, so you cannot increase your salary. So what do we normally do? People begin to cut down their dreams. But how do they do that? They rationalize. They begin to dislike things they know in their bone of bones they like. So sometimes somebody will tell you that I don't even need to live in East Legon or AU Village or Cantonment. These things are all not necessary. It's all vanity upon vanity. Why wouldn't I take trotro? I don't need Benz. I don't need, BMW. All of these are vanity upon vanity. We begin to now dislike the very things that we know it is not wrong in themselves to like. Why? The person shrink their dreams. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to tell you today that you were created in the image of a creator whose creativity in his creation is creative. You can't throw that dream away. Your God is a God of abundance. The air is abundant. The land is abundant. The sea is abundant. Okay, everything about him is abundant. So why do you think that he wants you to live in scarcity and now say that you don't deserve the creative powers of God? You deserve it. And sometimes all we need is to reprogram our mindset, be in a program like this to see the infinite possibilities. And that is what God Backup is doing. Okay. As long as you are an average person with an average work ethic, you can achieve your dreams. You can. You can send your family on a vacation, places you can only see in James Bond movies. You can send your family there. You can travel to places that you've dreamt of all this while. You can send your kids to one of the schools you've always wanted to send them to. You can live a fulfilled life, of course, whilst advancing your godly qualities and serving the God that you want to serve. It's possible. It's possible to be a Solomon on this planet with wisdom, with knowledge, as well as with wealth. You can. It's godly. And that is what God Backup helps you to be able to achieve it. Now, let's go a little bit into the service of God Backup. It started all the way in 1997 in Gatineau, Quebec, in Canada. But in 2007, relocated to Texas, Antonio, in the USA. Now, it's seated on a 10,000 square feet data center. I was there to see how powerful some of the leaders, of this organization are thriving in this arena. If you have the chance to Google this, you will see the address is 6701 in Guadacoma Drive in Shares in Texas, and it will take you, Google will take you directly to that page, and you can see the building and how powerful. It's registered by the United States Federal Trade Commission. Okay, they pay taxes on the behalf of all the strategic partners, and we shall talk about that pretty soon. Let's look at the company. Joel Therium is the CEO of God Backup together with Mike Povit and Eve. These guys are the super founding people of God Backup. There are a lot of other people from India, from China, from US, from Canada, Australia. Multiple people across the world are also teamed up to help in the delivery of the service. But God Backup sits on a board. Okay, as you can see, we have a 10-member board of directors, currently with the God Backup team, and these are super talented people. Some of them are accomplished millionaires already in their field of endeavor. Okay, and I'm privileged to say that I happen to be one of the board of directors, and I bring my expertise in artificial intelligence, machine learning, as well as cloud computing and business. As a doctor and a professor of business, I bring that also to the arena of the board of directors. These are incredible people. And ladies and gentlemen, for us to have an African, not just a Black American, but an African as part of the board is an indication that it doesn't matter your level of anything. I did not become God Backup member because I'm a doctor. No, I became a God Backup member because I bring knowledge and expertise to the board. And anybody can be part of this. In fact, we are looking for more people who are committed. But there's also a leadership group that one can be part of, and shareholding group that one can be part of. So we have incredible people actually in God Backup. Most of the people you see here are not just from America. Some are from America, Canada, Australia, France, like all walks of life, people are coming from there. Now let's get into details. God Backup started, originally it's known as the Global Virtual Opportunity. It's a mother parent company, and it has several subsidiaries. And one of the subsidiaries is known as the God Backup. It's an angle dedicated to doing digital revolution, and we shall talk detailed about that. But in 2003, in April, that was when God Backup itself was launched to the world. It was originally dedicated for companies, huge titanic companies, and now to the world. Ghana became country number 82. When I became part of the organization, I was country number 82. But today, we have country number 162, which is Burundi. God Backup is in almost all of Europe, all of Americas, and it's flying. But there are 195 countries in the world. So that should tell you that we are flying. Ladies and gentlemen, we are at the infancy stage. And you will see that everything about God Backup is about data cloud storage and technology, the fastest growing industry right now in the world. If you have the time, you can just Google on your phone and type the fastest growing industries in the world. It will tell you that its technology is AI and it is cloud computing and data. Now, why is Go Back Up, trending like that? It's trending because of two things. Number one, almost 15 billion smartphones are currently in the world as we speak, more than the total number of people. In fact, some of you here have got two phones. If you have two phones, type two. And let me see. Okay, some of us here have got two phones. Some have one phone. If you have two phones, type two. If you have one phone, type phone. Because that device, oh my goodness, that device is doing incredible things in the life of people right now. People deal with data of all sorts. Okay, Jacob says too. Okay, Peter said too. Aban says too. A lot of you are indicating that you have two phones. Some are also indicating that you have one phone. Now, when we say data, we are not talking about internet data. We are not talking about MTN data bundle or Telecel data bundle or Telco data bundle or O2 or no. We are talking about pictures, documents, videos, files, music, and all of that. And ladies and gentlemen, it's interesting to know that these days, many people don't use paper. The world is becoming digitized and digitalized. Okay. Most of the time, many people will get the information on their social media in a form of a picture, a video, or a music before it even goes into the newspapers. When a helicopter crashes, somebody will get to know and spread the message on YouTube or social media before the news, the television stations will even catch it. That tells you how fast information superhighway is doing. The world is becoming technologically advanced. The mobile phone is what people are using to run all things. Let me just give you a percentage of the global traffic that is currently happening in the mobile industry. Right now, in 2024, 2025, 64% of the people in the world are trafficking on the mobile world. Okay, that is a share of the global internet traffic right now, 64%. That tells you how powerful and incredible things are looking like right now. And that is why it is very important to be part of this. Why? Because you use your phone for multiple things that we unconsciously even use them for. What is the first thing you pick up when you wake up from bed? Is a phone. What is the last thing you put down when you're going to bed? Is a phone. What do you normally watch, information on YouTube or news or TV, even movies? Where are you watching your Netflix most of the time? Is a phone. Where are you watching your DSTV most of the time? Is a phone. Okay, 79% of people are using the phone for 89% of people are using the phone anytime they go back, they leave the house and forget their phone, they'll go back again for it. So the mobile phone has become everything. Okay, in fact, 73% of you use the phone in the toilet. Yesterday, on average, you watched your phone screen 160 times. In fact, today, you have looked on your phone screen 160 times. We are addicted. It's your alarm clock. It's your bank account. It's your everything. And so it's important to protect the things in it. It's your alarm clock. It's your bank account. It's very, very important to protect everything on your phone. That phone, when it is gone for good. And a lot of people don't realize the power of protecting the info. Let me just tell you, 45% of cell phone users have damaged their phone, have lost data. 5,700 screens are cracked every hour. In fact, a laptop is stolen every 43 seconds. A phone is stolen every 43 seconds. And when that happens, you know what the person will say? The person will tell you that my problem is not even with the phone. My problem right now is that information I have on the phone. That information is my life. That is my work. That is my business. That is my job. That is my everything. Gone. Just like that. But some people would also say, but I have a cloud storage. I can keep everything there anyway. So what's the problem? Well, what do you see? Most of the time it happens as you build and use a cloud storage, iCloud will give you only 5 gigabytes. Google Drive will give you only 15 gigabytes. After a while, you'll be told that your storage is almost full or your iCloud is already full. Now you are forced to buy an extra space, and that is so expensive that so many people now start deleting the huge information that they have stored for years. There are some people, you ask them, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 40 years, show me when you were born, your picture. They don't have it because they've deleted them. But they had them. They took some couple of pictures, okay, but they've deleted them. They scanned them probably, but they've deleted them. Go Backup right now is the only cloud storage in the world that offers the solution to the cloud storage problem, but also offers more than the solutions. And I'm going to tell you a few of them, ladies and gentlemen. It will blow your mind. Just hold on. If you take iCloud, okay, which some say is a competition, it's not a competition, and you're going to see this soon. iCloud, Google Drive, Dropbox, there's terabyte, the 6,000 terabytes they offer is the same 6,000 terabyte Go Backup offers. And if they offer you that, the amount you're going to pay for iCloud is $419 a year, $359 for Dropbox a year, and $302 a year. All of them are above $300 a year. Go Backup is the only cloud storage in the world that now allows you to pay $99.97, less than $100, not a month, not a week, but a whole year. That is like someone 1 month. I mean, someone who is broke, his monthly income, and you get that for a whole year. Now wait and see what you get from getting that amount. So $99 a year, and you get 6 terabytes. You can use it with 6 people. I mean, 5 other people, including yourself. That's 6 people. So each person can open an account. So you can have your own account, your brother's account, your sister's account, your husband's account, your wife's account, and things like that. Everybody has his own account, password protected. Nobody sees anybody's, information. And the beautiful thing, ladies and gentlemen, is that you can use this cloud storage. And please notice, not only cloud storage, you're going to see other things. You use this cloud storage on multiple operating systems. You see, unlike iCloud, you can only use iCloud on an iPhone. And you can potentially use Google Drive on an Android phone. But you can use Go Backup on all of them. In fact, including Windows, Linux, and the MacBook, the laptops. You can use it on MacBook, you can use it on Windows, you can use it on Android, you can use it on Chrome, and any operating system, you can use it. And for me, that is very critical. So on the phone, which if it is an Android phone like this, you can have all your iCloud information here on an Android phone in Go Backup. And you can do the same thing on an iPhone in Go Backup. And so you can have, and you can install this on multiple devices. So let's say you have 2 phones, 3 laptops, and 7 iPads. With the same username, you can back all of them up. Remember that the space is unlimited, more or less. And that is why we are so proud of it. It does an automatic and incremental backups for you. Okay. And the beautiful thing is that you can access it everywhere. So if I'm in Ghana here and I have a laptop in the UK, I can access that laptop through the Go Backup, cloud. What about security? I teach data security, data governance, and ladies and gentlemen, the security is equal to Google, equal to Amazon, and equal to all the high-powered security systems that we have in the world. The security that the United States CIA, the Central Intelligence Agency, used to protect their files is known as a 256, a military-grade encryption and a security. Your data is not only encrypted when it is down, it is even encrypted when it is moving, okay, with an SLS and TSL protocols. So it protects your information when it is moving and when it is stable, idle. And Go Backup has one of the highest security. In fact, right now, the 256 military grade is the highest ever. But its child, which is 128, has not even been hacked anywhere. You can never hack any system which has 128-bit encryption. You can't. You can't. But God Backup has doubled that, advanced that, and that is how powerful it is. So your data is basically secured. But you also have other things that God Backup provides. The data center is in the US. In case there is Armageddon, earthquake, tsunami, typhoon, hurricane, and the entire building collapsed, your data is still backed up on a third-party data center in multiple places. So your data is secured all the time without any worry. Go Backup doesn't only give a cloud storage, it also allows you, when you become a member, to use the system to drive traffic to whatever thing you are doing. You can use it to do bulk email. You can send one email to over 10,000 people at a go, and then it will do that for you. You can personalize the email and actually allow the artificial intelligence algorithm to automatically call the people that you are sending the email to. So instead of sending an email to, let's say like you do in WhatsApp, you normally say hi because you don't want to mention a name, and then you forward it to 5 people. Okay, Go Backup, you say hello, and it would automatically give you the names of everybody. Everybody. And then when the person receives the thing, he feels personalized to the message. In fact, you can even automate some emails and say that I want this particular email to go to all the 10,000 people every Tuesday at 6 o'clock. And that's it. Set it up. Automatically, it will do that for years. That is how powerful Go Backup is. But it's not just that. There are several other tools which, with an upgrade, you can get that. For example, you can create a lead system. You can use that lead system to run your own business outside it. Maybe you own a school, you own a restaurant, you own a bank, you own any company. You can use Go Backup lead generational autopilot artificial intelligence enabled system to drive traffic and funnels to your system. You have something we call, testimonial generator. You can allow your customers or your patients, if it is a hospital, to speak, automatically you speak on your phone and say what they like and what they don't like about the services so that you can track services for you. And it comes to you and you can see what they are saying. Again, you have Viduba. You can use it to do a video and you can bust out that video on all your social media handles at one go. Viduba is incredible. You have funnels, okay, where you can drive people from an email into the funnels without wasting any leads that you get. You have SendShark that will automatically send emails to other people for you. You have a memory place where you can take a picture at a wedding, graduation ceremony, okay, and then you can just give a scan code or you can give a link to people that, look, this picture you just took me, can you just post it on that link? You give the link to the person. Anybody at the wedding will post it there. Then you can go and see the bulk pictures and select the one you want. In fact, you can also give that link to others and they can go and check your album there. So you don't need to give anything to anybody. You don't need to send picture by WhatsApp to somebody. You can have the entire 1 million pictures in your memory place, safeguarded, protected easily for you with musical background that a person can enjoy playing it. So Go Backup has got these services, but there's something else Go Backup has. It has a document collaboration system. And the document collaboration system works in this way. You can speak to a document, let's say a Word document, and then it will type everything you are saying automatically. And then you can automatically convert it to any language, free. So if you have somebody in China and the person actually speaks Chinese, once the person speaks Chinese with you, you will see it in Chi or Gan or Ewe or English, and you can read it easily. In fact, if you are busy, you can even be cooking and then this thing will be reading the information, okay? It will talk to you by reading whatever you are trying to, read, but you don't have time to read, and it will just be reading that information for you. You can save your document. You can do photo editing. You can do video editing. So many collaborations can be done using, you can even use it for research, okay? And all of these are free. They are all part of that 99.97 collaboration. But there's something Go Backup does that no other organization does. No company on the planet actually does that. And at this stage, it's my privilege to welcome Mrs. Rita Nyako. She is an incredible lecturer. She is going to show us one particular thing that Go Backup has that no cloud storage, no Dropbox doesn't have, iCloud doesn't have, Google Drive doesn't have, Netflix doesn't have, DSTV doesn't have. None of them have that. Go Backup is the only cloud storage department that has that. Rita, back to you. Please tell us that thing.
Thank you so much. And I'm super, super, super excited to have you again because you break it down so nicely. And ladies and gentlemen, he's just not somebody talking from some books. He's talking from the lived experience. He has all the experiences in this area. That is his field. He has mastery in this field. And when he's speaking from his inner person. And he has seen it all because he's on the board. He's on the board, and this is an incredible person that is always looking for impact, how to impact the lives of other people. And he's championing the African continent, making sure that nothing goes wrong when it comes to our Go Backup project. What an amazing person to have. Prof, I'm so excited. Thank you so much for that awesome, awesome breakdown of the service. And at this point, I'm also privileged to talk about the trend 2, which I know a lot of people may be wondering. But at this point, if you were just coming for the service of cloud services and you don't want to have more, aside the beautiful things he has told you, then you may want to exit because this is for people who want to do more and have more. Because the more you do, the more you can have. At this point, we are going to tell you that just sit back and relax as we unfold the beautiful that Go Backup is offering us. And I always call it the vehicle. Because in this era, many are working on their phones and laptops from everywhere. I think after COVID, we've all understood. Before COVID, there were some programs when you do online and you even present it as a certificate to your workplace. They will say, oh, we don't like online programs. But now it's accepted at all levels that online projects are really a good one. And so you can be at your house and do a lot of things with your mobile phone. So why is it important in this era? Why is it so important? It has always been important, but even at this crucial stage of our life, a lot is happening around us. It's not giving us the time of space, time that we need. And therefore, a vehicle is needed because if you look at the statistics, like 42% of Americans have side businesses. The fact is that a lot of us are here dreaming, hoping that we can go to the promised lands that we have been told before, the Americas, the places we are dreaming to go. But the point is, if those people there are having other things do aside from their jobs, what about you and I? 62% of these Americans who are even in the younger age are even doing more side businesses. And it is even easier in our days to become more and more because a lot of tools are available at your disposal. And Go Backup offers you a lot that you can utilize as a vehicle to develop yourself and become that person you want to become whilst making an incredible income. So the rest of the world are also looking up to think and do what is going on around the other parts of the world. Now, everybody is doing something aside from their job. Now, let's look at the trend. What is the trend in the cloud industry? Previously, I was in the era where floppy disks were there. Then we moved to other drives, hard drives, pen drives. But remember, when was the last time you used a pen drive that within some few months did not corrupt? So the cloud industry, look at the trend, it's moving in a very high speed. If you look at the trend, you can realize that within the last couple of years, the increase has been phenomenal. And so it is projected that as we move along the line all the way to the years 2030, the global cloud industry is going to make a whooping sum of $472 billion. And this is something incredible that you should be interested in to know how you can become a strategic partner to have a quota of this amount. Because this amount is there to be shared for all the people who will be taking advantage of this revolution. It is a revolution. If you are not aware of this revolution, we are telling you. So Go Back Up leverages on these two trends. The first trend, the fact that everybody is using a mobile phone, some are using 3 phones, 2 phones, and the fact that it gives you the opportunity to earn. It is the only cloud space or industry that gives you the opportunity to earn. Despite the beautiful services it gives you, it also adds up an opportunity for you to earn. And that is what we are going to dive in the next plate of second. How do you earn? There are a lot of incomes you will earn here. So I say that if you want streams of income, you can have about 7 streams of income here. And these 7 streams of income, I'm not going to talk about all of them. I'll just take the first 3 because it is even incredible enough for you to get on board to understand the rest and what you have to do to acquire them. So let's talk about the first one, the customer acquisition bonus. The customer acquisition bonus is the least of all the bonuses that you get from this great opportunity. Is the least. But the list of the amount is the only one that you may have to do a bit of work around it when you start your journey. And so how do you earn a customer acquisition bonus? Looking at all the beautiful services that has been introduced to you, now, if you have become a strategic partner that has enjoyed the use of the service, that is all there is to do. We are not here to be salespeople, to be selling products to people. We are here to enjoy services as we are ensuring that we are empowered with our data, because data and information is ruling the world. So if you lose your data, you have lost information, and that is going to cost you. And so if you become a Go Back Up strategic member, then you are using the service, and as you enjoy the service, I always say that good things are to be shared. You will share this service with your family, your friends, your workmates, everybody you know. And then when these people join you, then you make your first customer acquisition income or bonus. So the first income you get is when someone you love, you have shared this amazing news with, and she says that, oh, this is too good and I want to be part of this. So the person subscribed just as you also subscribed, and then you will get a 50% cut on the annual subscription. You have already been told that this is an annual subscription. So if you pay today, you are waiting for a whole 1 year, next year, November 12th, before you are paying another money. And each strategic partner that comes in gives you a customer acquisition. So you can just use it to tally how much dollars you want in a month. So you can have $50 per day, $50 per week, $200 per day, $300 per month, whichever way you want it, you decide. And so everybody can take advantage of this situation and build themselves and earn good income. If you are a pro member, it's even more amazing. Now let's look at, as we move on in this organization, you become a strategic partner and you bring a couple of friends to be in this industry, in this project. All these strategic partners that you are having, the company is just going to give you amazing rewards using all these great medals to show their appreciation for the work you have done, because you have not been selfish. You did not stay mute. You did not keep it to yourself. This is good. Why won't you share it? A lot of people are losing data. And so it is important that we share this information. So as you share with one person, you become a bronze. You share with 2 people, you are a copper. And then you maintain the status quo of building coppers. So when you have succeeded in getting 2 people, you help the others to also do the same thing. So it's just a repetition of what you have learned, showing the others how to do it, and then you move on. So as you build up this and other members are enjoying, you see, the system has been built in a way that everybody has to enjoy. So you can't be selfish here. So if you are helping your people, telling them the time is ready for the meeting, like you're sharing for them to join us, and all they have to do is to bring their people here. You are not the one supposed to do a lot of talking. That is why leaders are here to present to the people you are bringing in every day. Yours is to bring them. So once you get the people on board, telling them about something amazing they have to do, you're definitely going to get strategic pattern. As you move on in that line, you will be getting to levels, and at a point you start earning a second bonus called the tier income. The cycle incomes are very good. It is not dependent on your effort alone. It is not dependent on the work done by you alone. It's effort by everybody. So I always say that it's like a dividend shared at the end of every month for all the effort we have all put in. But that dividend is going to be given to you based on the work done. So here is effort based payment. We are not paying people for sitting here for 1 year. So it's not about I came 1 year and therefore I earn more. No, it's effort based. So if you have put in more effort, you get more. If you have put in medium effort, medium. If you get small effort, you get small. And so as you get your own people come on board and their people come on board, you build the cycles. And the tier 1 cycles are for people between the copper arena and the silver arena. Immediately you hit a gold, it's become even more awesome. Another bonus is added. The generational income is there. But what is enticing? What is the vision? What is what we can see from this side? Why we are so crazy about this opportunity is that there's something called the cycle match. I love the cycle match. I can't wait to start earning the cycle match because it's an incredible income. The cycle match, how do you earn it? As you are moving with your team and your people are building up and you are sharing the information, give yourself time. It will happen. As long as you don't quit, it will happen. So as you are building up and you hit the rank of Sapphire, Sapphire is a beautiful rank that changes a lot of things. It says that 25% of the people in your team who are already earning cycles like yourself, you are going to get 25% cut on each of them. Can you imagine that? 25%. So let's do a simple mathematics, like you have 10 people and all these 10 people are each earning $1,000. $1,000 each. You are going to get $250 each from these 10 people on cycle match alone. So even if you target this, I've worked for close to 16 years. So if I'm going to do this for the next 10 years, and then I will start earning on cycle alone, let's say $5,000, $10,000, $12,000, $20,000 just on cycles alone. And my other bonuses have not been added. It is good because all the years have built up together in my workplace. What is the guarantee that I will get to this type of incomes? It is 0.00 point something. You may never get there. So the point is that this is the focus, this is the vision we see, and that makes us feel like this is where we have to be. And that's why we are letting you know that it is possible because it has been done. People are sapphires here. People have even bypassed sapphire. What is awesome? Prof that you are seeing here physically, that you can also see in person if you want to every Sunday at Mensvik Hotel, it's a double diamond. Look at the calculation on the cycle match. It's 100%. 100%. And therefore, it's amazing that we have that and we want you to be part. Based on your work ethic, if you will be open enough and share this with people, definitely your own time will come. And I'm sure in no time, we are going to see a lot of diamonds pop up in Ghana. Why won't you want to be part of that? I will want to be part of that because this is something legitimate. I can work from home anywhere in the world and still earn a very good income. So let's look at the summary. There is so much support here. In fact, you cannot lose here. Even if you don't want to succeed, you see, the environment is so positive that success is inevitable. So if only you are willing, you are hungry, and you are ready to learn, you don't need a certificate. However you think you are better in life now, like we say, there are no guarantees. So what are we offering you? We are offering you the best cloud storage app in the service now that has email marketing, bulk emailing, personalized and automated, something you can do once and that will be all. A lot of us nowadays don't want to repeat things. We don't want to do things over and over again. So it's also very important that you have some of these autopilot things working for you. And then you can just sleep and do other things that are more important and lovable by you. Unlimited devices can be hooked up on the same system. I've had a couple of friends who say that I have several Google emails. Then I ask them, how old are you now? By the time you are 60, Would you even remember the password of some of the emails that you have put your things in? So why won't you have your things all back up in one space? At one click of a password and a username, you have access. We have the lead capture system, and you have file editing and protection. You can do a speak to type or a read of documents. And there is something amazing that I love: the mentorship. The mentorship in this project, the schools I have ever gone, the certificates I've ever earned, none of them gave me that privilege. The mentorship is incredible. Amazing, awesome people are going to teach you communication, leadership, resilience, how to become more. And that is something I always appreciate. How to become more. Because a lot of us have been so less of ourselves. When there is more, there's abundance. We are operating from scarcity, yet we want abundance. It's not possible. We teach you wealth creation with ethics, not creating wealth with shortcuts and places that people don't want to think about. Ethical wealth creation with artificial intelligence working on your behalf. And then there is so much on personal development. In fact, if you have come here for a while and have not changed in any way, people haven't seen anything, that means you have not just plugged yourself into the system, because we leverage a lot on developing ourselves. And all this put together, how much are you even supposed to pay for 1 year? How much? I think if we were to put a price tag on this, because the personal development alone, the mentorship and the trainings we get here, it's worth several thousands of dollars. But Go Backup is so generous, making this all very, very simple. So the annual subscription is $99.9. You can say $100. You just need $100 to be an annual subscriber. And if you want to be a strategic partner, that can also bring in other people so the company can recognize your effort and give you something. You only add $20. So put it together, you have 119.97 as an annual subscription. And that is all you have to pay. Dollar in CD equivalent as at now, we know that it's a bit stable. And so if you convert this to Ghana cedi, I think that for the previous things I have done in my life, this is one of the cheapest. Based on the value we are getting here, this is so cheap. But here being low or the cost not being high does not mean that value has been compromised in any way. In fact, there's incredible value here. And that is something I will always stand with my chest out, because I have become more. And I'm hoping to get even better of myself, because it is the value that I will create that will command its own response. And that response is going to be a positive one. So Go Backup is not here to push you to come and do their project for them. Global Virtual Opportunities already was dealing with companies and they didn't have problems. They know how to set up their things and they will have problems. But they have been generous enough to think about you and I, to come and have a share of this amazing cake. So, like Dr. Hansen would say, a small bit of something big is better than all of something small. So we are here for big things. We are here to dream better. We are here to look beyond our current circumstance, because the world is moving towards a tangent. And if you are not moving in this revolution of technology, I'm telling you, in a few years, you are going to be lagging behind. Because I tell a couple of my friends, for your children's sake, get to this and understand the concept. Because a time will come, they will be asking you questions you have no idea to answer, because you did not plug yourself into systems like this. And these systems are going to get better and better. We are already in 162 countries in the world. Can you imagine that in just under 2 years, and you are still waiting? Yeah, we give you the freedom to take your time. But you see, time is of essence. Time is of essence. So you need to take decisions. And decision making is in the success equation. Prayer is good, but decision making gives the success plus the prayer. And so we are going to recognize people in a very special way, especially in this month of November. I don't know which best time you could have become a member of this amazing project. If you are not already a member, I don't know which best time. because it is the best time to be here, because a lot of people are going to be recognized in a way. We have amazing leaders in Ghana here. And if you look at this diamond plaques, it's so awesome. People from all over the world, including Ghanaians. That tells you that we are not limited by time, geographical location, or anything. Only our minds are limiting us. And for that, we have an incredible mindset roller in the person of Prof. KOE that can help you have a mindset shift from where you are, and you too can be part of this amazing people. Globally, we have these diamonds, and I'm proud that we have our amazing. Our blue diamond is also coming to Ghana in November. This November is so awesome. 30th November, it's so awesome. So, Prof, I don't know, at this point, are we going to discuss a bit about our events? Because the
Yes,
presentation
ladies and gentlemen, it is
thank
critical
you so much
about,
for your time.
yeah. It's really, really, and thank you so much, Rita. I mean, I can see people are commenting on the page there that um, you are awesome. I just want to put that on record. You are awesome.
Thank you.
You are a teacher. In fact, you are you. Okay, and that is really great because we've enjoyed your presentation deeply, and you are really, really, galvanizing a lot of momentum to really be a great leader. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have an incredible program for this month of November, and that is with the CEO of God Baka himself. He's never been to Ghana, he's never been to Africa before. This is going to be his first time on the continent of Africa. He is coming not alone. He is coming with his wife and an entourage. They are coming to do a big strategic partnership with you and I, with companies, with ministers of state, with social media influencers, with think tanks and thinkums, people who, you see, we know that the digital environment is for everybody, technology is for everybody. Laptops, mobile phones, iPad, everybody is using that. But people don't know the power in their hands. So he's coming to unveil this with press conferences and all of that, for people to know. And he is coming to do a big event, that we've organized at the Mensvik Hotel in East Legon, in Accra here, which is just about 20 to 25 minutes from the airport. Now, what is going to happen is that we are going to have a lot of recognitions, a lot of lectures, a lot of interpretation, a lot of awards, a lot of gifts on that day. And we are going to have a lot of knowledge interchange. We are going to have networking with multiple people across the world, and some entertainment as well. And ladies and gentlemen, this is where you come in. We want you to be there. We want you to be there with your friends, colleagues, co-workers, acquaintances, strangers, enemies. Everyone you know, start telling them. The door will open at 1 p.m. and we will enter into the place. We start a whole program at 3 p.m. There are a lot of incredible personalities in this country and beyond who are already coming. You want to be there and recognize the atmosphere and feel it every time when you look at the pictures that you have taken. We want you to be there with your church members, with your co-workers. Look, your job and my job is not to force anybody, but to give them the flyer and tell them that this is a special gift I want to have for you. In fact, even if you are sending the digital one, not the hard copy, you can tell the person, I have a special invitation for you, and if you're going to come, I'm going to give you the VIP treat, and then if the person accepts, you give the invitation to the person, because we want you to be there. The media is coming and all of that, so we want you to be there to recognize this important thing. Now, Rita, let me ask you, this is the first time the CEO, you see, it's just like Microsoft CEO when it started, and the Microsoft CEO is coming. But the Microsoft CEO has not really come to Ghana. And yet people have been using the product over and over and over. Never has he come to Ghana. Never has Amazon, the owner of Amazon, ever stepped foot in Ghana. But people are using the product. The CEO of Apple or iCloud has not come to Ghana, but people are using it. So how significant is the coming of the CEO to Ghana for Ghanaians and to you?
Wow, thank you so much. It is so significant because you see, it is nice to have a personal a personal relationship with people that you are doing a project with. And normally when we are doing things with projects that we don't know that resonate from the other parts of the world, we never get the opportunity to mingle and really have an impact of saying something more than what we have been offered. So for me, offering himself to come here to socialize with us, see our culture, he will have a better perspective. And this has always been in our favor. Africa is now strategically positioned in terms of growth in the global economy. And we as a people need to take advantage of this time because it is only when you are there that you see, some of you are still having all these doubts in your head. Come and ask yourself. Come meet him personally. Book a VIP ticket so that all your doubts will be cleared. And when you see a man that believes in process, that started something from the scratch, build it up to this level, and it's telling you the possibilities of how you can build, your belief will even be stronger. So for me, it is really significant to me. I really am excited about his coming, and I won't miss it for the tears in China. So I am going to be there, and I want every person, if you're already in this project, please find the time. The reason you don't want to come is the reason you should come. Be there because meeting the CEO is significant because at the end of the day, people can say that I know him. And if there's something not going well, we know the people behind, and therefore we can now talk about what to do next when something is not going well. So
And
exactly the fact that they offer themselves for us to have this interaction tells you how credible this is. Because if you are not credible enough, you will not show yourself for people to interrogate you. And he's talking to the press. And these people are incredible people who are going to have intriguing questions. And so if you don't trust yourself and your company, you won't show up for that. And I think it's a bold decision that is giving a lot of credibility on his part for bringing us this far in this journey of Gobaka project.
very true, very true. And it's interesting for those of us, if you are new or you just became part, one of the things that can torpedo your faith is fear.
Yeah.
Is fear. Sometimes people listen to this presentation and they are afraid. They are not
Yeah.
so sure whether this is for them. They begin to compare it with one of those things.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there was something like this that looks like this, and because it
Mm-hmm.
looks like it, it's like going to be like that. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and we entertain a lot of fear, and we run away from what God wanted to provide for us.
Yeah.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, for those of us who know, we have been around in this project for more than 2 years now. We are all credible people in our world. We have seen the benefit. We are using the service. We
Yeah.
are benefiting from the project significantly. And we're still here. Despite all of that, we're still here talking about it. That's the first line of faith you should have. Second, sometimes in life you just have to take chances.
Yeah.
You don't, things must not be perfect or excellent before you know that you want to take it. Because the chances you take, the people you meet, the faith you have, that's what's going to define you. Who
Yeah.
you are, you don't even know. Sometimes you go to school, you say you're going to learn accounting. By the time you realize you have become a sociologist, you learn sociologist, you become, a politician. Like people we don't know. So sometimes you take chances in life. And sometimes a person might say that this $119.97 is expensive. It's not. It's the cheapest thing I can ever. It's cheaper than Uber business. And yet you make more. Okay, some of us make more than 10, 20 times than Uber, 20 times than Uber business. Okay. And and yet Uber will cost you 90,000 cities. And yet this one will cost you just 1,005. So for a year. That should tell you how sometimes we tend to run away from income. If you don't have the income to start Gobaka, is the more reason why you should have the income to have it. Because it means
Yeah.
that whatever you've been doing up to this time has not been helping you enough to have the income to start in the first place. Now, if you have afforded it, please be also ready to learn the process, because it's not going to be automatic. There is an AI system that will help you, but you want to learn the process. It's very easy. It is 98% of us are doing this project on a part-time basis. So that means that no matter how busy you are, no matter how successful you are already, no matter how okay you might be in life already, do this project. Your children are going to thank you. Do this in addition to whatever you have. If you check there are only 3,028 billionaires in the world. And go check, each one of them is doing multiple businesses and projects. It's not one. Dangote has cement business, has this business, has that business. You got it. The way the world is going, you can't depend on your salary alone. You can't even depend on a business, one business, because dark times can happen. Dark moment can happen. So have the confidence. And the CEO is going to leverage on this strategic partnership. He want to partner with multiple people on the African continent. The goal is to have, guess what? The goal is to have 200 million people in Africa to be part of Gobaka. That is even less than the population of Nigeria. Imagine the Nigerians begin to now see the clarity of this. Ghanaians may have seen this and they are probably slowing down. But the Nigerian man does not slow down when it comes to great situations like that. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have an incredible opportunity that I call it divine. Once we take advantage of it, it might be all that we might need this year and next year and subsequent years to be able to catapult ourselves to the next level. So, Rita, finally, what would you say to those who are in it and those who are yet to come?
If you are already here, make it a point at all costs to be at the event, wherever you are in Ghana. Then learn the process. Give yourself time. Effort is what we pay for, not time. So you could be here for 10 years. If you don't do much, you won't get much. If it's not working for you, then it has not worked on you. So take your time and let it work on you. Definitely, it will work for you. For those who are to come, okay, please go ahead.
And also, every Sunday, we meet at the Mansville Hotel in person at 3 p.m. Okay, we start with knowledge-driven value creation, wealth creation processes at 1 p.m. If you can join that for once, your brain will be scatterbooted, okay? And you will see how best. Every Sunday at 3 p.m., starting from 1 p.m. with the knowledge, you can join us there to see all the people physically. Every Sunday, we'll be doing that. And then every Wednesday at this time, we'll meet. Every Friday also, we'll meet on Zoom. So Wednesday and Fridays, we meet on Zoom. And then Sundays, we meet physically at the Mansfield Hotel in East Legon. We have this incredible program coming. Please, if you want to attend the event, and if you have friends who want to attend the event, please let them register. It's free to register. Let them register on the link that we have. If you are here, you will see it somewhere. Right? I don't know whether you have the opportunity to share it. You see that there's a link that you can use to do the registration. And there's a special video you can also give to people to invite them. This is a video from the CEO talking and inviting people about it. Ladies and gentlemen, we have been on the press. We've been on TV and radio to talk about the upcoming event. And here's the truth that I always know. Whether you take this well or you don't take this well, many will take this well. You see, when Facebook came, it started with 5 people, Mark Zuckerberg and 5 friends. And when Mark told them about how big this could be, this was in February 2004, they said it was a joke. And yet Mark told them it's not going to be a joke. 3 of the guys walked out from him in Harvard, and 2 of them stayed. Okay, that was in the year 2004. We are in 2025, 21 years down the line. That number of 3 people today has grown to 3.5 billion people who are using Facebook. What's my point? You cannot cheat technology. You can't beat it. It will grow. Whether you are taking it or you're not taking it, it will grow. People are sending you pictures and videos and documents. Your WhatsApp is filling up. Over time, you will see that you need this. Somebody said, oh, I don't even need this. You need it. Look at when you got your phone. When you got that phone, information was empty. But look at it now. It's always growing, and you'll be deleting important information you are not supposed to delete. That is why I know that where we are going is a promising place around the world. So if you are in this game, stay in the game, remain in Noah's ark. Do not be deterred by somebody's negativity. Do not be deterred when somebody says, I don't think that this thing is going to. I remember 2 years ago, 4 professors told me that this is a joke. Today, they tell me that I have juju, okay? Because the things they can see me gain from this, they said, how is that possible? Because it's called vision. Vision is who you are today by virtue of what you see tomorrow. Okay? You must have wisdom backed by vision, and then you can see what others can see. Wisdom is the ability to see the unseen, even when it is a secret to other people. It takes knowledge to get that. It takes knowledge. It takes clarity to have focus. And a lot of people don't have clarity, so they don't have focus. You have clarity today. You must have focus tomorrow. Rita, any final words?
Yes. So if you have joined us today for the first time, don't go thinking about it. Start it.
Start it. Start it.
To do it.
That is
the process is simple. Say yes and learn how to do it. You go back there, a lot of people will talk to you about so many things that are not relevant. The fact is that they are ignorant of the knowledge. And so get it from the source. You have heard it. Take your decision now, and you will be grateful someday. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you all, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a pleasure having all of you. Let's go tell the world that we still have a better way. We are going to meet again tomorrow. We have training, special training by Mrs. Yunam Epifania. Okay, so for those of you who are registered, this is only for registered members. It's not for the public. You will have a specialized training on, how the system is working in other areas we are not even exploring. She's going to dissect it fully to us. So I will encourage all of us to be there. Then on Friday, Chris, the man you see on the top left of your screen, Chris, the only first ever Blue Diamond in the world, will be sharing this thing with us in the afternoon, and then in the evening, Anyanam will also share another incredible site. Then on Saturday, we have a special training at 2 p.m. Then on Sunday from 1 p.m., we have the gigantic movement. Ladies and gentlemen, knowledge is asset. Hosea chapter 4, verse 6 says, lack of it, my people perish. So the reason why some are struggling, doing everything but still struggling, is not because of their problem, is because of their operating system, the level of their knowledge. Anytime you're struggling with anything, spirituality, job, business, academic, anything, the problem is your level of knowledge. And we teach you this knowledge to elevate your mental gymnastics to the highest apogee. We help you to be able to think beyond the black box, outside the box, to be able to see how the world is moving. Because whatever you are struggling in, someone is winning in that same thing. So you need to find out. And finding out is called seeking knowledge. Thank you all very much indeed for being on the call. It's been a pleasure having all of you. Have a wonderful evening, and see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.